So again, talk about like just manifesting what you want to happen. Instead of submitting one song, I submitted 3. And I gave just like, you know, no explanation of to why. I was just like, I'm going to submit 3 songs. They didn't even ask for that. They said 1. And
just because different versatility.
Yeah, so each song is really stylistically different. One of them was Manifested Dreams that just came out, and then 2 are unreleased songs, and they're different stylistically from Manifested and from each other. So I just thought, well, here's my opportunity. You know, why wouldn't I showcase our abilities and show them that we're capable of more than just this one style or sound? Right. So a few days goes by, I hear nothing back. I'm like, well, it was worth it, you know, just to try, and maybe something will still happen. I kept the faith and was positive. And then I found out that the email got sent to like a spam folder to who I sent it to or whatever. So there was some issues with that. After I reached out, they found the email, they unlocked it or something weird, because it was in like a, what do you call that? Like a malware, like weird, like
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Virus type folder.
I have
or
that
whatever.
at my job. Like it'll get sent one day, but then the program itself will send you an email like 3 days later, like, oh, this is in this folder.
Yeah.
Like if you want to look at it, like you can, or you can just like automatically delete it.
Yeah. So come to find out, it never went through. So he got the email, and he writes back to me, I love all 3 songs. I think that this song would be good for this station, which was 105.5 JYY, which is, I think it's like the number 2 station in New Hampshire. Like it's huge. Yeah. So last night at it was like 8:24 p.m., which again, this is an amazing moment. Just blew my mind. I was sitting in my car, and I went out there, and I'm eating my dinner in my car in my driveway because I didn't have a radio to listen in my house. And I was like, I really want to hear it on the real radio, like not streaming, like the real radio.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, and as I'm eating, Regulators by Warren G comes on. Word. And that's been like a classic, meaningful song to me, like as long as I can remember. And my mom and dad to this day have like a VHS tape of me with a karaoke machine in our kitchen. Nice. I'm like 12 or 13, and I do the whole song. I got my dad's Ray-Bans on. I have like a hat on backwards, whatever, like an oversized like basketball jersey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've always just remembered that. Like years and years and years later, I saw the video, and I was like, that's so cool, you know. And it's kind of corny or whatever, but. So anyway, that song came on, and I was like, imagine if they played my song, like our song, right after this. Like, that'd be crazy. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's not going to happen. It did happen. So that was just another moment to me that was like, dude, you just heard this song that since you were like 12 years old was the coolest song to you, and it always stuck with you. It's never been a song I'll skip or I hear, and I'm like, it's like every time that comes on, I'm like, I'm vibing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I heard our song right after it, and I was like, did that really just happen? So I like cried a little bit, to be honest, you know, and I was just like so happy, and I didn't really know like how to deal with it. It was like too much emotion, you know.
It's good timing too, because that, like, you know, like you said, you know, people are listening to that song, and then to literally have yours follow it up, like they're still on the radio, right? You know what I mean? People listening, I mean, you know, so it's like just to have that timing, like
it was wild, man.